Hello, Americans. I'm Ronald Reagan, the uncommon voice for the common man, coming to you today live from Shadyside, Ohio, home of our illustrious governor, Ted Same-Sex Strickland, with today's exciting political commentary. The subject today is the decision of our exciting young new Democrat President, Big Daddy O, to change our nuclear deterrent policy. Now, for 50 years, we had a policy known as mutual assured destruction that involved us and the evil empire, as Ronald Reagan called them, the Soviet Union. The basic idea was that if a nation would attack this country with thermonuclear weapons and kill millions of our people, we could do the same to them. So therefore, it would just be pure insanity to use nuclear weapons. And like I said, it's worked for 50 years. But Big Daddy O has decided for some reason to change this, molded in his own image of peace and love. So therefore, we have to have a name for it. And I have just the thing. I like to call it mutual assured dysfunction. But there's something worrisome about this new policy. In fact, I think that this policy is based on Big Daddy O's runaway paranoia. I think Big Daddy O has watched one too many nuclear doomsday thriller movies. In fact, over Easter weekend, I think Big Daddy O watched the Sci-Fi Channel and saw the miniseries based on the Stephen King novel, The Stand. If you've ever seen that movie or read the book, you'll know it's about a biological weapon that is accidentally unleashed on the country and kills millions of people. But what I think happened is Big Daddy O was afraid that he would be compared to the character, the Dark Man, Randall Flagg. Now, we wouldn't want that on our conscience, now would we? But it's also possible that Big Daddy O saw the movie 7 Days in May, which is about a fictitious military coup in this country against a liberal president. Of course, he may be suffering from a little bit of fail-safe syndrome. If you've ever seen that movie, it's about an accidental nuclear attack on the Soviet Union. And the president, played by Henry Fonda, has to make a monumental decision. Big Daddy O would never make a decision like that. And even if he did, it'd probably be the wrong one. So what better way to not have to make that decision than to just get rid of all the nuclear weapons? But of course, Big Daddy O may actually have seen the movie By Dawn's Early Light or Twilight's Last Gleaming. I'm not sure which one. But whatever it is, it has Burt Lancaster in it again. And this time he plays a mad Air Force general that takes over a nuclear missile silo and blackmails the president unless he confesses to the real reason why we got in the Vietnam War. Now just imagine, if you will, the Tea Party people taking over a nuclear missile silo. Can you only imagine what would happen if Big Daddy O was ever blackmailed by the Tea Party members that had a nuclear missile? Then again, it may be a little bit of Ice Station Zebra. What I think has happened is Big Daddy O believes that our ballistic missile fleet has sailed up underneath the Arctic Circle and has submerged and refuses to surface until he comes to his senses. But it's also possible that Big Daddy O knows the exact reason why that the conventional deterrent would work better than the nuclear deterrent. I think that Big Daddy O knows for a fact that the gay members in the military would be the toughest fighting force on the planet, and nobody would dare attack us, or we will unleash the gay military in retaliation. That certainly would put the fear in anybody I would think of. Well, that's all for today, my friends. But if you enjoy my political commentaries, I urge you to tell your friends about it. Just like on MySpace, where I'm trying to become the most read/hated man on MySpace, I would like to become the most viewed/hated man on YouTube. So in conclusion, I would like to say, as I always say, just remember what Benjamin Franklin said to King Louis XVI just before they chopped off his head. Thin.